Hey YouTube, IDTV here. I'm your host Lance Dufault, and today I'm going to be talking to you about whether or not you are spending more than you can afford to. You may ask, how am I supposed to know that if I'm spending too much? Well, there's some easy ways that you can investigate that. First of all, if you have credit card debt, that's a big sign that you're spending more than what you are making. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, you don't have money left over at the end of the month, that's another big sign that you're either living beyond your means, meaning you're living bigger than what your paycheck allows you to, or you're just spending money on unnecessary things. Okay, and payday loans. If you are going to payday loan services to get pay advances to pay off your credit cards, or to pay off your rent or to pay off anything really, that's a really big sign that you are not financially stable. Another question you might want to ask, well, why would I want to become financially stable? I like my lifestyle and I break even all the time. It doesn't really bother me. Well, my answer to you would be that if you just saved your money and allowed yourself to accumulate some wealth, you could use that money to make you more money so you could spend more money. It's the point of this is not so you don't enjoy your life. The point of this is so you can enjoy your life more. That being said, there's some simple strategies that a lot of people don't know about that you can implement right away and save more of the money that you make. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is if you get a credit card and you spend money on it, it gets your credit up. Okay, but if you pay back the money right away, it doesn't cost you any money. You don't pay any interest in it. I think it's within 21 days if you pay it back. You don't have to pay any interest. Plus, if you achieve a good credit score, you can get you can get cards that give you cash back bonuses. There's dividend cards that pay up to 2% back on what you spend, I believe, which is really cool. So if you spend a thousand, let's say you spend $1,000 in a month on your credit card, you'll get $10 back, which is, well, $20 back, sorry, which is not, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up when you put all these strategies together. Only purchase what you need. This is the biggest one for a lot of people, and I understand if you need to treat yourself, that's fine, and that's your choice. But if you want to save money as fast as you can, you only buy things you need, not things you want. Okay? But I'll talk about that. If you don't want to do that, which a lot of people don't, and I fully understand, which I too spend money sometimes. I don't save all my money. Um, if you don't want to do that, there's strategies which I'll talk about later that you can implement. You don't have to save your money if you can also earn more money. Okay? Next is don't spend money you don't have. If you can go to the bank and get the cash for what you want to spend the money on and just spend the money you own on whatever you want to spend money on, then you really shouldn't be spending that money at all. Okay, for example, if you're going out for lunch and you're spending $20 on lunch when you could have just went to the grocery store and spent $5 on lunch and you owe $1,000 on your credit card, that's ridiculous. If you don't owe any money and you want to spend $20 on lunch because you have $20 extra, that's a completely different situation. Okay? Everything you buy, if you can, obviously you can't do it with everything. Um, excuse me, buy in bulk. So at the grocery store, if you can buy a bigger amount of food, uh, toothpaste, toiletries, anything. Also buy things on sale. It's just if you buy things in bulk and on sale, you get the same thing for cheaper. So why would you pay more for something when you could get it for less? And if you really pay attention to how you buy things, you can get the exact same thing that you want, but you can save a little bit of money, which just goes straight into your savings. Okay? if you do decide to spend money, figure out how much you want to spend. Well, if you want to spend a lot, decide you want to spend a lot. That just understand how much you're spending. Don't just go, oh, I'm gonna go to the mall today and maybe spend $10 or $300. You know what I mean? Just figure out how much you want to spend. And the last thing, which is very important, is make a simple balance sheet. And that simply means on one side, count up all the income that you have, and on the other side, count up all the expenses you have. And at the end, you'll come up with a number with how much approximately, you can never get it completely down to the cent perfect, but you'll come up with a number that approximates how much money you could theoretically save every month. So basically, if you write down how much your income is and then keep subtracting all your expenses like food, car insurance, whatever your expenses are, whenever you're done adding up all your expenses, subtracting all your expenses, you'll end up with a number that is optimally how much you could save every month. And then you can decide how much of that you want to spend and how much of that you want to save. Up next, I want to talk about when I said earlier that if you don't want to save your money and be careful with your money, that you can do something else. Well, that is side income. So you can work either more in your job, work a second job, acquire skills that could make you money. You can work in Uber, get a paper route. There's lots of different ways that you can make money on the side. But if you can combine the money saving techniques along with side income, you will make a lot more money a lot faster, and you'll be able to invest more money, which will make you more money, which means you will be more wealthy in the long run, much, much more wealthy in the long run. You have already probably heard me mention this, but once you do manage to save some money, you must make sure that you invest it. You have to use your money to make you more money. It's the only way that you will get farther, exponentially bigger. So it's very important that you start saving money so you can invest your money so you can make more money than you would have made in the first place. So you could spend more inevitably than you would have made in the first place. And that's the whole point. Okay, so if everyone is interested in investments, I would suggest that you take a look at my other videos because I have many videos that will teach you all about that kind of stuff. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed my video today. I enjoyed making it for you. If you did, hit that like button and please subscribe for more good content. Quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. All investments come with risk, and all investments are of one's own discretion.